Morning, boys and girls. So just like I showed you yesterday, this is going to be our directions to go through our slides. And the directions will be right here. So if you're watching this before 8:40, please be mindful that Ms. Taliver and I are walking Group B to gym. So give us a second to get back to the computer to take today's attendance. Today we're going to do our vocabulary word of the day review. So if you click here, where it says click here, it will take you directly to the Google form where there are 4 questions that review this week's words. Remember, they were suppose, assume, presumption, and assumption. Well, presume, not presumption. If you need to go back and review this week's word a day, you can go back and look at them on Google Classroom. Today, just like we've been focusing all week, we are going to pay very close attention and identify literary elements in the text. Remember that if you need to review what literary elements are, please watch this video right here. Now, we've been doing this week while you guys were in school with the story Red Kayak and with a few other texts. Today, we're going to read a short story called Twins Luck. And it's only 1 page, and I'm going to read it aloud to you. And as you're listening, I want you to think about the elements of a story that we've been focusing on, or the literary elements. Remember, they are characters, setting, problem, solution, and good readers can think about a theme after we've read an entire story. What lesson did we learn from the characters in the text? So today's text is called Twins Luck. And this text is also attached as a PDF in today's reading assignment on Google Classroom. Mateo's apartment was on the 2nd floor of the building over the bakery. The house always smelled of sugar and vanilla, even though his mother cooked spicy foods at home like asapo and mofongo. Mateo was 10 and had a twin brother named Marcos. They did not look much alike. Marcos was short, with wide hands and thin hair like an old man. He couldn't speak and could walk only by dragging his left foot behind him. He never got far. When they went out, he used a wheelchair. At times, while he was getting ready for school and while his father and mother were getting Marcos ready for the day, Mateo wondered what it would be like to be Marcos. They would bathe him and dress him. They would put him in a soft chair in front of the television. Then his father would leave for work and his mother would feed him a soft-boiled egg or a bowl of corn mush. She would put a bell at his side in case he needed anything. All his needs would be taken care of by someone else. Mateo wondered how the two of them, who started out together, had wound up so different. Was it luck? Why wasn't life fair? When he was younger, he thought that Marcos was the lucky one, getting so much attention when he had to do things for himself. Mateo's parents never seemed to have time for him. Mateo never got to stay home and watch cartoons all day, and one day it hit him. The idea surprised him because he couldn't see how he hadn't realized it before. Marcos wasn't as lucky as Mateo thought. All right, so while we've read this text, I want you to think about who are the characters, where is the setting, what is the problem, and what is the solution? And then think about a lesson that we've learned or we could learn from the characters. So I want you to pay very close attention because the last few sentences here in paragraph 4 are the most important. The idea surprised him because he couldn't see how he hadn't realized it before. Marcos wasn't as lucky as Mateo thought. After we've read Twins Luck, you guys are going to complete questions independently. And you are going to do that on a Google form. So even though the story comes from ReadWorks, some of our classmates are having a difficult time accessing ReadWorks at home. So I put the questions here. Same questions from ReadWorks in a Google form. After you're done with that, you're going to read independently. And tonight's homework is listed here. Read for 30 minutes in law. Complete journal question on Pearson Realize. You'll need your Reading Street textbook in order to do this. Or you can access the main selection from yesterday's homework that was posted. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment in Google Classroom and I'll do my best to answer it. Also, today for writing, please be sure to click on the writing slide. We are going to begin brainstorming ideas for our first personal narrative. Please watch the video that's attached to the writing lesson to help you begin to think about ideas and how we will start to plan for our personal narrative. Have a great day, boys and girls.